are you all? I think all you are safe at your home and doing good. First of all, congratulations to all of you that you have promoted to class 9. In our class 9th, we have in our physics subject, our first chapter is matter around us. So today we are discussing about first topic, that is matter around us. So in our everyday life we are using many things, and we can see many substances, many objects. For example, human beings like us and our friends and our relatives and our teachers, and many things we are using, book, this chalk piece, and many vehicles that we are seeing in our daily life. All these things, and we can see different type of material also. Another kind of materials like metals. In our kitchen, utensils are made up of one type of metal. That metals and wood and plastic. Many plastic substances, carry bags and dustbins and water bottles, such different plastics we are using. So all these things, how all these are made up of, and all these things are occupied some space, and all these things having some mass, isn't it? So for example, if you take ourselves, means we are occupying some space and we are having some mass, so we also comes under the category of matter. So today our topic is matter around us. In that, what is meant by matter? Matter is nothing but the things which occupies some space and having some mass are called matter. What is matter and how the matter made up of? Immediately the question will rise in your mind, isn't it? So how the matter made up of? That is an indirect question, that how the things made up of, isn't it? Why? Because all things having some mass and the things occupy some space, isn't it? So what is meant by how the matter made up of? That answer is nothing but, we know very well, all the things are made up of atoms. Then what is the definition of the atom? That is different. Before 19th century, the definition of the atom is different. But nowadays, the definition is different for atom. So before 19th century, scientists thought that atom is a minute particle. It is a small, indivisible particle. But when the 19th century comes, the scientists proposed that, first of all, the scientist named Benjamin, he proposed that not atom is the smallest particle. Small atom again having some subatomic particles. But all are laughed by seeing Benjamin. All are laughed at him. After his death, after 2 years, one more scientist published a paper, in research paper named as Brownian motion. His age at 26 years. The name of the scientist is Einstein. Einstein proposed that atom is not a smallest particle. Atom is made up of some subatomic particles, and also atom having nucleus at its center. If it is a substance having many atoms, and that atoms having positive charge at the center, that is called as nucleus, and electrons are revolving around the nucleus. That was given by Einstein in 19th century. So before 19th century, the definition of the atom is, it is the smallest particle, it is an indivisible particle. But when comes into the 19th century, the scientist proposed that atom is nothing but, it is not a smallest particle. Again the atom having nucleus at its center. In the nucleus there are two subatomic particles, one is proton and one is neutron, and also electrons are revolving around the nucleus. So atom is having subatomic particles, it was proved. So that based on that concept many theories were proposed. We know J.J. Thomson atomic model and Bohr's atomic model. So in that further classes we will discuss in brief about the atomic models. But here coming to the matter, how the matter made up of? Matter is made up of made by atoms, and matter not, and that atoms are different for different materials. So that material particles constitutes matter. So matter is made up of material particles. What we discussed here these 2 points are important. First point is matter is, what is the definition of the matter? Matter is nothing but which have mass and which occupy some space. Which occupy space is called matter. Matter is made up of material particles. Matter is made up of material particles. And in our everyday life we are using different substances. Like for example, it is a chalk. In this chalk the atoms are arranged in a regular manner. For example, if you take water, in that atoms are arranged somehow loosely bounded, right? And for example, if you take a spray bottle, scent bottle, then in that what happens when we spray, when we use a perfume, when we apply some pressure, what happens? That gas will be released, and that gas particles occupies the entire space, entire room. That means here in that atoms are randomly arranged. So depending on that arrangement of the atoms in the substance, the matter available as in 3 states. Matter available as in 3 states, that is called as states of matter. That is called as states of matter. So next our topic about states of matter. Is it clear for you? So this is the first chapter we are discussing, that is matter around us. What is the definition of the matter? Matter is nothing but the things which occupy some space and which have some mass are called matter. Is called matter. Matter is made up of a material particle. Actually all the things are made up of atoms. The definition of the atom before 19th century is it is a smallest and indivisible particle. But after 19th century, when the definition and research paper published by Einstein, he proposed that atoms having some subatomic particles, further that helps to develop the different theories. So till here you have to note these 2 points. One is what is the definition of the matter, and second one is how the matter made up of. Is it clear for you? Next, depending on the arrangement of the atoms, there are matter existed in 3 states. So that is called states of matter. Depending on the arrangement of the atom, matter available as in 3 states. Actually it is 4 states. One is solid state, and second one is liquid state, and third one is gaseous state. And one more state of the matter that recently found is plasma state. What is the meaning of plasma state? Plasma is nothing but whenever high temperatures are existed, means at the center of the sun, high temperature and pressure will be there. So there the matter existed in the form of plasma. At the center of the sun, continuously fusion process takes place. Due to that, the sun radiating light energy as well as heat energy. Due to that light energy and heat energy, the earth creatures were survived. Otherwise, we have no more. So the sun is giving heat energy as well as light energy to us. There, the continuation process of nuclear fusion takes place. At that high temperature, around 6000 degrees Celsius temperature will be there at the center of the sun. There the matter, nothing but hydrogen and helium are available in the form of the state that is called plasma state. Nowadays, scientists are creating artificial plasma, artificial state of the matter, artificial plasma state of the matter to produce enormous energy. Let's see what happens in 20th century. But before that, here according to our textbook, only 3 states of the matter is given, that is solid state, liquid state, gaseous state. Do you know solids? Yes. What we are using in our daily life, like the book, pen, pencil and chalk piece, duster and this blackboard, all these comes the category of solid substance. All the substances in that, if you observe clearly, the atoms are arranged in a proper manner, in a regular manner, and the distance between the atoms is very, very, very less. They are closely packed, right? So that is nothing but solid. So example of solid state, nothing but the things which we are using, all metals and wood, rubber, plastic, and this chalk piece, duster. So all the utensils what we are using in our everyday life, that comes under the category of solid state. Then what is meant by liquid state? Do you know water? Every day our body having 90% of water, right? So that water is nothing but it has no proper shape. And if you observe the liquid clearly, the atoms are arranged in random manner, in random directions. There is no proper direction for the atoms. That depends. If you take a different shape of utensils, if you pour the water into it, then what happens? It gets the shape of the container. So the liquids have no proper shape and size, and the atoms are not regularly arranged. The distance between the atoms is comparatively with solids, it is more in the liquids. Is water is the only example of the liquid? No. Different liquids we are using, like petrol, diesel, right? Oils, different type of oils we are using. Hair oil and different type of cooking oils we are using. All these comes under the category of liquid state. And what about gaseous? Gas is nothing but we are breathing oxygen. That oxygen available around us in the entire world. That oxygen molecules are occupy the entire space, means the distance between the atoms is very, very high. So that they are randomly arranged. What are the properties of solids, liquids and gases? If you take solid substance, then what happens? Atoms are closely packed and arranged in a systematic manner. Whereas if you take liquids, for example like water, then atoms are randomly arranged. Whereas if you take gases, like oxygen, nitrogen, whatever it is, if you take oxygen, if you take any gas substance, that molecules or atoms are randomly arranged. That means distance is more between the atoms. In solid substances, the force of attraction between the atoms is more. Whereas in liquid substances, the force of attraction comparatively with solids is very less. And in gases, it is negligible. The force of attraction between the atoms or molecules is negligible. And the atoms are the solid substances having definite shape and size. It does not depend on the nature of the substance. For example, if you place the solid in one place to another place, if you have to move the solid substance, the shape and size of the solid does not change. But if you take the liquid in different containers, it occupies the shape of the containers. It attains the shape of the containers. So liquids has no proper shape and size. Gases has no shape and no size. That is one more property. And compressibility, if you take solid, for example, if you take this chalk piece, can we compress this? No, it is not possible. If we apply large amount of force, what happens? It will break, but it is not compressed. So compressibility is very less in case of solids. For example, if you take liquids, somehow it will be compressed. For example, if you take perfume, that is nothing but liquid state only. If you take natural gas, when we applied some pressure, what happens that due to that compression, that liquid state converted to gaseous state and it comes out through the nozzle. So liquids are somehow it will be compressed, and gases are compressibility is more. If you take CNG or LPG, compressed natural gas, liquid petrol. So these are the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Once again I am repeating, solids have definite shape and size, and the force of attraction between the atoms is more in case of solids, and the solids, the compressibility of solids is very less, and solids have definite shape and size. Whereas comes to liquids, the atoms are randomly arranged, the force of attraction between the atoms is very less, and the compressibility is comparatively less than that of gases and more than that of solids. Coming to gases, gases occupies the entire space and the distance between the atoms are very high. Means it is negligible. The force of attraction is negligible in case of gas atoms, and compressibility of the gas molecules is or gas atoms is more. So these are the properties of solids, liquids and gases. This is about states of matter. Matter existed in 3 states: solids, liquids and gases. And one more state is available, that is plasma state. Research is going on about plasma state. But till here we have to learn about these solids, liquids and gases and their properties. And that next topic is diffusion, that we will discuss in the next module. Thank you.